Good afternoon, dear viewers. Welcome at the Summary Club, and today we will talk about the hands, or more precisely, about the lines on the palm, what you can tell by them. Our future is shrouded in mystery, but many people, especially the fair sex, are constantly interested in the question, how to know how many marriages will I have? By hand, by numbers, or somehow else. Ah, how tempting it is, it even seems unreal. But with the help of such science as chiromancy, it is possible to know what is hidden in the destiny of man. It is only necessary to look closely at your palm. And let's try to figure it out together and understand, is it possible, and how you can find out from the hand how many marriages a person will have. Chiromancy is the name of the science of palm divination. The origins of this science should be sought in ancient Egypt. At that time, palm divination was in great demand and existed as a science for the elite. Today, however, it is available to everyone. A novice chiromancer should decide on which hand the lines should be considered. The lines of your future marriages are on the active right hand. This hand reveals your outer shell, the way people see you in real life. This is true for right-handed people. If you are left-handed respectively, you should look at your left hand. Now we need to find the lines responsible for marriage. The marriage line in a person's hand is located almost on the side of the palm under the little finger. We are only interested in clearly drawn lines, because they will tell about marriage. Short lines tell only about affection. So how many clear lines you see, it's likely that so many serious relationships are in store for you. What else can the lines on the palm tell us about marriage? When the marriage line on the hand is next to the heart line, marriage will be early. By the way, the heart line starts under the little finger from the very edge of the palm and comes to the long or index finger. A marriage line running between the beginning of the little finger and the heart line indicates that your marriage will happen between the ages of 25 and 30. A line running very close to the base of the little finger will tell us that a probable marriage will be consummated at a later age. If the marriage line turns upward on your palm, you will be a bachelor, bachelorette all your life. A downward pointing line says that you will outlive your husband, wife. Divorce cannot be avoided if the marriage line splits at the end. Moreover, the wider the fork to the end of the line, the more strife will occur between people. The initiator of the divorce in this case will be the owner of the hand. A large fork on the marriage line will tell us about the scandalousness of its owner.
Subscribe to the Summary Club and watch short versions of the most popular and useful videos every day.
The island at the end of the line also means divorce. The difference is that it will be more emotional and will definitely end in irreconcilable feuds, trials, and settlements. If you see such a sign on your palm, you are an emotionally susceptible person. If the marriage line is directed from the side to the center of the palm, but loses its clearness towards the end, it means that feelings are gradually fading. You may have to break up soon. A wavy marriage line showing frequent quarrels and troubles in the family has the same meaning. If near the marriage line passes very close, barely visible thin line, it could mean the presence in your life, another love affair, in other words a lover, loveress. Such lines, cheating in chiromancy as a rule, should be considered on the inactive hand, left hand, since the active hand expresses the outer side of your essence, and inactive the inner emotional state of the soul. When the marriage line bifurcates, the top line continues to point toward the center of the palm, indicating that your relationship is likely to continue after the separation. But a straight line tending to the center of the palm and blending with the line of success can tell us that your marriage will definitely be happy and successful. The line of success is a line that starts at the bottom or middle of the palm and points upward to the ring finger. By the marriage line on your hand, you can also judge the health of your partner, as well as whether your marriage will be happy and successful. To do this, it is worth looking closely at the clearly marked marriage line, and if there are small branches in the form of a herringbone, the health of your couple will be poor. If the marriage line branches off to the so-called hill of the sun and crosses with the sun line, it can mean that your half will be a successful and very famous person. Conversely, when the marriage line is directed downward and crosses with the sun line, you will lose your position in society by creating a marriage. You can find the hill of the sun, in other words the hill of Apollo, under the ring finger. This hill, if present, symbolizes the success and self-actualization of the owner of such a palm. The line of the sun, also called the line of Apollo, the line of success, the line of good luck, originates from the ring finger and can go down through the palm. Unfortunately, not everyone has such a marked line. It happens in chiromancy that a person has no marriage line at all, even though he is married. This means one thing: a marriage of convenience. There is no place for love and tender feelings in such a marriage. As a rule, such a marriage is concluded in order to obtain some kind of benefit for the partners. When the line looks like small consecutive knots, such a person is simply contraindicated to marriage, as he will be unhappy and lonely in the marriage. I am sure that by now you already have some answers to your questions about marriage and how many of them you will have. And yet, it is worth considering that chiromancy tells us only about the possible options for marriage, as well as the development of further relationships in the marriage. Note that in order to make final conclusions, you must consider and compare the signs on both palms. Take into account many other factors. Do not make hasty conclusions and do not take measures to prevent undesirable events in the heat of the moment. For a deeper interpretation, it is better to ask a professional. He will analyze both hands, take into account all the influences and signs, and give you a competent answer. And of course, the future depends only on your choices, which will be made by you at a predetermined moment in life. This means that it is entirely up to you. The marriage lines on your hand will tell you how many partners fate gives you. But how many times in your life there will be a wedding, and how happy your family relationships will be, is up to you to decide. And also don't forget that family relationships need to be built and maintained in order for them to be stable and happy, and no hand lines will provide that on their own. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and share it with your friends. Happiness and good luck. See you soon.
And friend, don't forget to subscribe to the Summary Club for becoming more successful, educated, kinder and wiser every day. Save hundreds of hours and dollars spending on boring regular education. Feel free to write your opinions and questions about each video. We read all the comments. In addition, go to our official website, where you can find reading materials or watch other videos on channel and links in the description. All the best.